Hello world, welcome to my channel. I am Sahil and you are watching 6th video of the series Custom Authentication System using Laravel 8 and Ajax. In previous video you have already seen that how I have worked on user login. Now today in this video I'm going to show you how to design profile page and also how to update user profile. Okay, so let's start. So here you can see I am in profile page. So when you logged in successfully, then you will be redirected to this profile page. Okay, so now open your application. Okay, so this is our application. Now first in user controller.php file, in this profile method I will fetch the current logged in user details from the database. Okay, and send to this profile view. Okay, so for this I will create a variable data, and in array I will write a key user info. Okay, and here I will use db and then table. So we are fetching the details of the user from the users table. Okay, and here I will use a condition where id. So I am fetching the user detail by id, and id is already stored in the session by this logged in user key. Okay, and here just use this first method to get only single user. Okay, and here in return view I will send the data also. Okay, save this. Now if you go to profile.blade.php file and just remove all the things from here. Okay, and here let me just print the user info. Okay, sorry, user info. Save this and come here and refresh and just wait. Okay, so here you can see db class is not found. So go to user controller.php file, and here we have to import the db class at the top. Okay, so just come here and write use illuminate support facades and db. Okay, save this. Now just come here and refresh. So you can see we are getting a type error, that is html special char argument string must be of type string. Okay, so here we can just go to the profile.blade.php file, and here we can use print underscore r. Okay, to display the details of the user. So here you can see we are getting all the user detail in array, the user id, name, email, password, and picture, gender, date of birth, everything. Okay, it means this is working fine. So now next what I will do is just remove this. Now we will design this page using Bootstrap 5. Okay, so here what I will do is I will first extend the layout. So app, sorry, not app, layout dot app. Okay, let me check. So layout. Okay, so inside the layout folder we have the app blade.php file. Okay, now we have section title. So here we will write profile, and next we have section content. So just write, sorry, section content. Okay, and there is one more section script. Okay, so inside this content section first we will create a container. Okay, now inside this container I will create a row row with margin top and bottom 5. Okay, and inside this row I will create a column LG12. Now inside this column I will create a card with class shadow. Okay, now inside this card I will create a card header, and okay, now inside this card header I will create a heading using h2, and here I will write profile, actually write user profile, and in h2 I will use some bootstrap class text secondary, okay, and font weight bold, okay. Now just below this h2 tag I will create a anchor tag, and in anchor tag I will use route auth.logout, okay, and here I will use some bootstrap class to this anchor tag btn dark, okay, and here I will write log auth, okay. If we save this and go to the browser and refresh, then you can see user profile logout. Now make this button to the right side, okay. So for this just go to the card header div, and here I will use display flex, justify content between, and align items center, okay. Save this. Now go to your browser and refresh. Now you can see the heading and the logout button, okay. Now just below this card header we will design the card body. Just write card body. Now I will also give some padding to this card body, okay. Now here what I will do is I will create a row, okay, and inside this row I will create a column lg4, okay, call lg4, and also padding left and right 4, actually left and right 5, okay, and also text center, okay. Now inside this column I will display the user image, okay, user profile image. So here I will use img tag, okay, and in src let's leave the src attribute for now, and I will use an id attribute here, and in id attribute I will write image underscore preview, and I will use some bootstrap class img fluid rounded circle and img thumbnail, okay, and here also I will use width 200. Now let me download a image from the Google, okay. So just write image.google.com, and here write avatar placeholder image, okay. Now download any image which you like. So I'm just using this one, okay. Just download it, open image in new tab. Now save this in desktop, okay. Now just cut this photo from here and open your project directory, go to public and create a new folder img, okay. Now inside img just paste the image, rename it profile.jpg, okay, close, and open your project, and here just use asset img profile.jpg, okay. Save this. Now if you go to the browser and refresh, then you can see the profile image here. Okay, now just below this img tag I will create a div. Okay, yes, now inside this div I will create a label for picture, and here I will write change profile picture. Now just below this label I will create a input type file and name will be picture. Okay, and id will be also picture. Okay, now if you save this, one more, just keep class form control. Okay, save this. Now go to the browser and refresh. Now you can see choose image. Now we can also give rounded fill. Now it's look better. Okay, now this side we will design some input fields. Okay, so let's come here and first in this column I will I will use style tag. Okay, and here I will use border right 1 pixel solid and color gray. Okay, save this. Now if I come here and refresh, then you can see a vertical line just in the right side. Okay, now we will just create a new column. So this time I will create column lg8. Okay, and I will also use some padding left and right 5. Okay, now inside this div I will create a form and action will be blank and method will be post and id will be profile underscore form. Okay, now inside this form first I will use csrf token. Okay, now next I will create a div with class margin top and bottom 2, and in label I will write name, and here I will write full name. Okay, now here in input field I will use type text and name class form control and rounded 0. Okay, and in value I will use in text user info name. Okay, if you save this and go to the browser and refresh, then you can see the input field and the name of the user. Okay, similarly we will create another input field. Okay, so just copy the same div and paste here. Okay, this time I will create for email field, so just change email. Here also just write email. Okay, and here just write email. Save this. Now if you come and refresh here, then you can see the email ID of the user. Okay, now next we will create a new field for gender. Okay, so here I will create a row. Now inside this row I will create column lg, then label for gender, and here I will write gender. Okay, and just below this label I will use select and name gender. Okay, id gender and class form select rounded 0. Now inside this select I'll use option, value will be blank, selected disabled, and here I will write select. Okay, now in another option here I will write value male. Okay, and here I will write male, here I will write female, and here in value also I will write female. Okay, now if you save this and go to the browser and refresh, then you can see the drop down box. Okay, similarly we will create another column inside this row for date of birth. Okay, so just use call lg label date of birth, and here I will use input type date. Okay, date of birth dob, and class form control rounded 0. Okay, and in value I will use user info dob. Okay, user info dob. If you save this, sorry, just mistaken, save this and go to the browser and refresh, then here you can see the date of birth. If date of birth is present in the user table, then the value will be display here. Okay, now similarly for phone, I will just go outside of this div, and here I will create my two for margin top and bottom, label phone, and here I will write phone. Okay, and here I will use input type till phone class form control rounded 0. Okay, and value user info phone. Okay, and last I will create one more div, margin top and bottom 2, and here I will create a button, submit button. Okay, so just write submit, and in value I will write update profile, and in class I will write btn primary. Okay, and also rounded 0 float end. Okay, and I will also use an id attribute to this submit button, that is profile btn. Okay, now if you save this and go to the browser and refresh, then you can see this type of form. Okay, so in gender I have not used this, sorry, just go to the gender, and here I will write some PHP code. So here I will use this blade syntax, user info gender is equal to male. Then in this case I will just display selected, otherwise blank. Okay, Similarly, just copy this and paste here. Now here just change to female. Okay, and now this is okay. Okay, save this, refresh. So you can see this is the user profile page. Okay, so if we just click on logout, then you can see we are on login page, and if you try to access profile page without login, then we can't access. We first have to log in, then we can access the profile page. Okay, so here just log in with the correct credential. Okay, now we are on user profile page. Now first what I will do is I will change this profile image. Okay, so to change this profile image, we have to send Ajax request from this profile.play.php file to the server. Okay, so here just write script tag. Now inside this script tag, first I will use jQuery ready function. Okay, so if you go here, then you can see this is the file input with name, picture and id picture. So I will use this id picture to select the image from the input field. Okay, so here just add picture, and I will use change event. Okay, change event. Okay, and here I will write function. First we will get the file, so just write const file equal to e dot target dot files 0. Okay, and first we will, when we select any image, then first we will display the preview here. Okay, so for this what I will do is I will create a URL. So just write let URL and then window dot URL dot create object URL and just pass file here. Okay, and to display the image preview, we have to select the image. You can see here we have given this img tag an id with the value image underscore preview. So I will use this id here. Okay, and then we will change the attribute src attribute value. Okay, so here I will use attr method and I will change the src value with the URL value. Okay, if we save this and go to the browser and refresh, now if we just select any file, so just I'm selecting this one, then you can see the preview of the image. Okay, so now this is working fine. Now next what I will do is I will get the file details. Okay, to send into the server. Okay, so here what I will do is I will create let fd equal to new form data. Okay, and here what I will do is I will append fd dot append, and here I will write picture, and here just pass file. I will also append fd append. Okay, so here I will append user id. I will also send the user id. So we have to display the user id anywhere in the form or anywhere you want. So here I am just using an input hidden type. Okay, input hidden name user underscore id, and id is also user underscore id. Okay, and in value I will display the user id. So user info id. Okay, so we will grab the user id using this user id, user underscore id. Okay, so just come here, and here what I will do is I'll write user underscore id, and then we will get the user id by the id of the hidden input field. Okay, dot well. We will also send the CSRF token, so just append one more, sorry, underscore token, and here I will use CSRF underscore token method, okay, to generate a new CSRF token. Okay, now next I will use Ajax method. Okay, so here in URL I will define the route here. Okay, so just go to web.php file, and here what I will do is I will define two routes for the user profile update. Okay, so inside this route group I will create another route, and this will be a post. So the first route will be for profile hyphen image, and here user controller class, and here method name will be profile image update. Okay, just name this route also, sorry, profile dot image. Okay, for now just go to profile.blade.php, and here just write route and profile.image. Okay, method will be post and data will be fd, so just write fd here. Okay, now next what I will do is, because we are sending file using this Ajax request, so here we have to write cache false, process data false, and content type also false. Okay, and data type will be JSON. Okay, and success response, for now I'm just using console log to display the response. Okay, now just go to user controller.php file, and we have to define the method update profile image. Okay, so just below this you write a comment handle update user profile image Ajax request public function update profile image update. Okay, and here I will use request. Okay, so first what I will do is I will use printer, and here I will just use $_files, because we are only sending the file, but we are also sending the user ID, so we have to also display the $_post. Okay, so just go to the profile.play.php and just comment this data type. Now if we come here and open the console and refresh, now select a new image from here, and okay, so we are getting cannot read property Ajax. Okay, so let me check here. Okay, so we have used $2 here, so now just refresh. Now select any image. Okay, so here you can see we are getting the image details and user ID and the token. Okay, so everything is working fine. Now next what I will do is just uncomment this, go to user controller.php file, Now here what I will do is, here first we will get the user ID. So just user underscore ID equal to request user underscore ID. Okay, next we will find the user by ID. So just write user equal to user model and find by ID. Okay, so just write user underscore ID. Now next we will check condition if request has file, and the file name value will be picture. Then in this case we'll create a variable file request file picture. Okay, and next we will create a file name equal to time concatenate with the file extension. So just write file, and here we will use get client original extension. Okay, and then we will use file store as. Now we'll store the image in storage directory in images folder. Okay, and here just pass the file name. Okay, next here you'll check if user picture, if user if picture is already present in the database, then we will also remove from the directory. Okay, so just write a storage and then use delete method. Now here in delete method we will write public images and then dot user picture. Okay, picture. Now next what I will do is I will use user model and I will update the picture column. Okay, so here I will first get the get the user by ID. So ID user underscore ID, and then we will update the picture with the file name. Okay, so just write file name. Okay, now if this executes successfully, then we will return a response, JSON response. So just write JSON, and here I will write a status 200. Okay, so just write 200, and in messages I will write profile image updated successfully. Okay, now if you save this and go to the browser and refresh, okay, open the console. Now here you can see when we select a new image, then we are getting the status 200 and message profile image updated successfully. Okay, now if you go to the storage directory and check, okay, so storage app public images, and this is the image, okay, that I have just uploaded. Now to access this image from the public directory, we have to use a command. Okay, so here just write php artisan storage colon link. Okay, storage colon link, and press enter. Now you can access the storage, the file that is uploaded in a storage directory, we can now access from the public directory. If you go to the public, then you can see a storage directory has been created and the image is displaying here. Okay, so now next what I will do is just check in the database also. So just open localhost phpMyAdmin, and this is our database. Open this database, and this is our users table. So you can see this is the logged in user, and in picture the name of the file has been updated. Okay, now if we come to this page and refresh, then you can see uploaded image is not displaying here. Okay, so to fix this, let's come here and go to the profile.blade.pg file, and here what I will do is just here I'll use a condition. Okay, so if actually I will use if else. Okay, so first I will use if user info has picture. Okay, it means the picture column is not empty. Okay, then in this case what I will do is I will use this img tag here, but here what I will do is I'll change this path to storage images, and here I will display user info picture. Okay, picture, and rest will be same, and here I will use else. In else we will use this img. Okay, this placeholder image. So here we have to use @ and if. Okay, save this. Now if we go to the browser and refresh, then you can see the uploaded picture is now displaying. Okay, and if you go to the storage directory, app directory, public images, then there is one image file is present. Okay, now if we just change this picture to with another picture, then you can see the picture is updated, and if we refresh the page, then still this picture is displaying. Okay, and in here the image is replaced by the old one. Okay, the old is deleted and the new one is stored here. Okay, so next when the picture is updated, then we will display a success message here. Okay, so to display the success message, what I will do is just here actually here I will create a div profile alert. Okay, just copy this id, go below, and here we will check condition if response dot status is equal to 200. Okay, it means success response. Now here we will select the div profile alert, and here I will use HTML method, and then I will use this show message method that is already defined in function.js. Okay, you can see this method is used to display the Bootstrap alert. Okay, so here in alert show message I will pass two argument. First one is success and second one is the message. Okay, so we can get the message using response dot messages. Okay, sorry, and one more thing, what I will do is I will select the picture file input field, and I will change the value to empty. Okay, make the value empty. Now if you refresh here and select a new image, then you can see profile image update successfully. Okay, and the image is also displaying. Okay, if you refresh, then also the image will not remove. Okay, so this is for profile image update. Now let's work on this side. Okay, so for this side we will also send another Ajax request. Okay, so if you just go above, then you can see in form tag I have used id, and the id has value profile underscore form, so I will use this id. So just come here, and here what I will do is I will just select, and I will use submit event function parameter e. First I will use e dot prevent default to stop the page refresh. Okay, and then we will create id variable, and we will get the id from the user underscore id input field, that is the hidden field. Okay, and we will select the profile underscore btn submit button, and we'll change the value to please wait, or like write updating. Okay, and then we will send the Ajax request to the server using Ajax method. Okay, so in URL I will use the route here, where we will send these form input field data. Okay, so first go to web.php file, and here just duplicate this, and here I will write profile hyphen update, and here I will write profile update method, and here I will write profile dot update. Okay, save this. Now go to the profile dot plate dot php file, here just write route, and just write profile dot update. Okay, if you go to web.php, let's check again. Okay, so name in profile dot update. Okay, and method is profile update. Okay, next here what I will do is I will use method will be post, so just write post, and data, so I am sending the form data, so I'm using this serialize, and I will also send the id, so I will use concatenation here, then id equal to id, this id. Okay, this user id. Now next data type will be JSON, and success function response console log response. Okay, save this. Now to handle this Ajax request, just go to user controller.php file, and here what I will do is just define a new method, but first write a comment, handle profile update Ajax request. Okay, public function profile update request, and now next we will use user model, and then where id, here id request id, and then we will update So we'll update the user by ID, and we will update name field, sorry, name, that will come from request name, email, sorry, request email, gender, request gender, date of birth dob, request dob, okay, and phone, request phone, okay. If this query executed successfully, then we will return a JSON response to the client with status and success message. Okay, so here I will write a status 200, and in messages I will write profile updated successfully. Okay, save this. Now if we come here and refresh, and suppose I want to update the gender, so I'm selecting male, and date of birth 15/02/1996, and I don't want to update the phone, so I am just clicking update profile. Then you can see we are getting a status 200 and profile updated. Now if we refresh this page, then still you can see the previous value are set in this input field. Okay, now if we update the phone number also and click on update profile, then you can see status 200, and if you refresh the page, then also you can see the previous values are set. You can also change the name. Okay, so I am writing AuthMania, and if I click on update profile, then you can see the name has been updated. Okay, so let's just display the success message here when we click on update profile. So for this, just go to profile.blade.php file, and here what I will do is just remove this, and first we will use a condition if response.status is equal to 200. Okay, then here we'll use profile alert div. We will select the profile alert div, then HTML method, then show message, then success, and here we'll use response dot messages. Okay, and we'll change the button text again to update profile. Okay, save this. Now if we come here and refresh and change the name Sahil Kumar and click on update profile, so you can see profile updated successfully. Okay, and if you refresh, then you can see all the previous values are set. If we just log out and log in with the new user, suppose I will log in with this user. Okay, Sahil for rock. So just come here and log in with Sahil for rock @gmail.com, password 123456. If I log in, then you can see the profile picture for this user is not uploaded, and gender, date of birth and phone is not updated, only name and email is displaying here. Okay, so this user can also update his profile. Okay, so he can also update anything, or you can only update his profile picture also. Okay, so now you can see only profile picture and gender is updated. Okay, and if you go to the table also, then this user updated the picture, so the file name is updated here and the gender is updated here. Okay, so that's it for this video. In next video I will show you how to work on forget password. So thanks for watching this video. Please like and share this video and also subscribe to my channel. See you soon in the next video.